That's you. Let's first see what we could see on the outside. Most of what we see on the outside is the penis and the scrotum. The penis comes in all shapes and sizes: long, short, wide, skinny, uncircumcised, and circumcised. I'll go into what these parts do in a little bit, but first, let's see what's on the inside. This is a view of the inside of the male reproductive system if we cut him right down the middle, like this. So let's take a look at it again. I labeled the penis and the scrotum, which is what we just learned about, and here are all the parts on the inside. But don't worry, we will go through them one by one. The main point of the male reproductive system is to make sperm. And to deliver those sperm. Now, sperm are teeny tiny cells that are used in order to make a baby. Here is a slide with millions of sperm on it. I used a microscope to zoom in 400 times so you can see just how tiny they are. See those stringy things that look like hair? Each of those strings is one sperm. So, each part of the male reproductive system does something to help make and deliver the sperm. Let's find out how each part helps. First up is the testicles, also known as testes. The testes' job is to make the sperm, so they are kind of like a factory. Next up is the epididymis, which sits on top of the testes and stores the sperm after they are made, kind of like how a refrigerator stores food until it is ready to be used. Next is the vas deferens. This is the tunnel where sperm travel in when they are ready to be used. Next up, the prostate and seminal vesicles add nutrients and fluid for the sperm, so that the sperm have the energy to keep moving on their long journey. It's kind of like how marathon runners stop and get water during their race so that they can stay hydrated. Next is the bladder. The bladder isn't part of the reproductive system, but it does store urine until you are ready to pee it out. Kind of like how a toilet stores pee until you flush it. Last is the urethra. This is where sperm and urine travel on their way out of the body, but not at the same time. The urethra is like the pipe that everything travels down once you flush the toilet. Now, let's quickly return to the penis. The penis is the end of the tunnel where sperm exit the body. We will talk more about how this works in future videos. Finally, let's talk about the scrotum.
Scrotum.
So, boys, you probably have noticed a really important feature of the scrotum. Anybody ever been hit there? What does it feel like? The scrotum's job is to protect the testicles. It also keeps the testes cool because the testes factory works best at a little cooler temperature than the rest of the body.
And now it's time to review.
First are the testicles, which make the sperm. Next is the epididymis, which stores the sperm. The sperm then travel down the vas deferens, which is a long tunnel. Next, the seminal vesicle and prostate deliver nutrients and fluid to the sperm. Finally, the sperm head down the urethra and leave the body.